Hello, my name is Mariano Binayala, President and CEO of the Brownsville Convention and Visitors Bureau. Today I'll be hosting another session of Welcome to Brownsville. I'm very excited today because today we're going to find out about the Mr. Amigo Association, and I have the current president with me, and I would like for her to introduce herself.
Thank you, Bean. My name is Yesenia Patino, and I am president of Mr. Amigo Association.
Well, thank you, Yesenia. Tell me, what is Mr. Amigo Association about?
Mr. Amigo Association is basically a group of board members and past presidents that we work diligently all year round to prepare. Events of this magnitude takes a lot of preparation and commitment. And so we work towards bringing a great Mr. Amigo over and enhance our festivities of Char Days.
Wow. Now, the selection of, we've had some famous Mr. Amigos. For example, tell the general audience who was the first Mr. Amigo.
Sure. In 1964, we had our first Mr. Amigo, Miguel Alemán, former president.
Wow. And who was the second one? My favorite to this day. I'm sorry, but can you tell everybody who was the second Mr. Amigo?
Sure. It was Cantinflas.
Mario Moreno.
Mario Moreno Cantinflas.
Cantinflas himself. I remember him very well. Now, what is the purpose of Mr. Amigo? What does that person do between our countries, or what is it that brings them to us?
We promote the culture between our two sister cities that unites us by a river, and it's all about promoting our friendship and goodwill between our two countries.
Fantastic. Now, I know that we've had some female Mr. Amigos, correct?
Yes, we have.
Now, a couple of years back, we had the one that started the soap opera that's now in the United States. I forgot what was.
Betty La Fea.
Thank you. And now there's an American version.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about her.
Oh, that was Angelica Vale.
There you go.
And it was a wonderful year, wonderful experience. It was outstanding, an outstanding Mr. Amigo, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason I brought that particular one up because her mother was also a Mr. Amigo. And
yes.
Her name was?
Angelica Maria.
See? So that just goes to show that we truly believe that Mr. Amigo Association picks a person, whether male or female, that is really promoting the friendship and the culture between our countries. Tell me, how long have you been involved?
I've been involved in Mr. Amigo Association since 2006, when Lucero was the Mr. Amigo.
Now, in your involvement, you realize that it takes a lot of work, and you all host several events. There's one that you kick off Char Days with, and it's coming up. Can you please tell the general public what that's called? Sure.
It's called Taste of La Frontera. Basically, we have 25 restaurants from Brownsville and Matamoros, and it's to promote and it's to enhance our Mexican food, and we have live music, and it's open to the public.
That is a super way to kick off the year, especially preparing us for Char Days.
Absolutely.
Now, the Mr. Amigo Association also has a couple of more big events during Char Days. Can you tell the general public what those events are?
Sure. Right after Taste de la Frontera, the group of Mr. Amigo travels to Mexico City, and we give them the actual, we call it the official nombramiento, el nombramiento oficial. We have Mr. Amigo present in Mexico City, and we have a great time. We actually give them the medallion and officially seal the Mr. Amigo to get them prepared for our festivities in February.
Fantastic. And what she means is it's the actual proclamation which is presented to Mr. Amigo in Mexico City. And normally at
this year we're going to have it at the SRE, Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores.
There you go. Beautiful.
Parte del IME, Instituto de los Mexicanos en el Exterior.
If someone would like to attend that, how can they participate in that?
Sure. Anyone's welcome to travel to Mexico with the Mr. Amigo group, entourage, and you can just contact one of our board members or visit us on our website, www.mramigo.com, and you would be able to find more information.
And what do we need to do to become a member of the Mr. Amigo Association?
Anyone can be part of Mr. Amigo Association. We encourage everyone to be part of our events, to get to know what our events are all about. It does take a lot of commitment and a lot of, let me tell you, it's hard. We're a good working team, and if it's for you, it's for you. Other people just love to enjoy, sit back and relax, and others, they just like to help and help as much as possible.
Now, I know that also Thursday morning there's something at the bridge, something very exciting that the Mr. Amigo Association also puts together. And what is that called?
That's called the bridge ceremony. In Mexico, they call it El Enlace de los Alcaldes. We bring Mr. Amigo over. We have the two mayors, Brownsville and Matamoros, and we have the consuls and several other dignitaries that are invited as well. And that's where we do our announcement, and it's, we have our press, and everyone is welcome to be part of that event as well.
What we do at the bridge is that we have both mayors and their city commissioners. They meet halfway on the bridge, and it's a beautiful ceremony because you see both mayors walking towards each other, and their embrace arm in arm with their fellow city commissioners, and then they meet at the middle of the bridge. They exchange flags, they exchange their awards, and then everyone is welcome, and it's a fantastic, beautiful ceremony because we also have dancers from Matamoros, bands from Matamoros, and bands from the United States, and it's a super ceremony where we kick off the official opening of Char Days. And then you also have something that happens on Friday nights of Char Days. And what is that?
Yes, Friday we have our awards ceremony gala, and we do have it at the Brownsville Event Center. We present him with the plaque of Mr. Amigo, and we just have several other dignitaries of city officials as well. And
then on Saturday you have one more function, or are you?
Yes, Saturday we have our grand parade, and we do, everyone is welcome to come, of course, to all of our parades for Charo Days, and that is our grand parade, and we do put them in a convertible, and we just enjoy the ride, and
yes, this is
Mr. Amigo loves that.
What we're talking about is in the parades, the general public gets to see Mr. Amigo, and they wave, and people try to get their autographs and what have you. It's very exciting because the citizens enjoy the Mr. Amigo at that time. Tell us, who was Mr. Amigo last year?
Mr. Amigo last year was Arce La Torre, which was formerly doing a soap opera, and he was the famous Pancho Lopez.
Pancho Lopez. I went to several of the events, and boy, he could put on a show. I remember him throwing a grito. He sang for the general public, and the people just went crazy. Tell me, how do y'all go about selecting Mr. Amigo?
Well, basically the selection of Mr. Amigo, it's the president itself, the current year, and 4 past presidents.
Oh, okay.
We gather several nominees that are Mexican nationals. And, we do have certain things that we look, que tenga una gran trayectoria, que tenga popularidad, que tenga ese don de gente.
Yes.
That it's very important. And so, yeah, it's basically several things. And this year he was our chosen one. Eduardo Yáñez, which is currently coming out in a novela called Amores Verdaderos. And I would like to include something else. When we've traveled to Mexico to make the formal invitation and to, tell him he was the selected nominee for Mr. Amigo, he was very excited. Very humble, very down-to-earth person, very intelligent, by the way. And he was thrilled and honored to be Mr. Amigo this year because he was kind of familiar with Mr. Amigo. His mentor and advisor, Ernesto Alonso, which was one of our former Mr. Amigos back in 1989, he was invited by Ernesto Alonso, and so he was very familiar with what Mr. Amigo was all about, and he was just thrilled and excited that we've honored him with this prestige award, of Mr. Amigo. So yeah, I'm very excited, and so is everyone in Brownsville going to be excited when we bring him down. He has just that, big heart. Yes. Just like you see him at the novela, he has that big heart.
See, the beauty of that is that these people realize that they're selected because of they're building a beautiful relationship between our countries, and they realize they're being honored for that. And I think that that's one of the things that really touches their heart. Well,
and more than anything, you know, he does represent Mexico y lo representa en bien alto. Él tiene sus raíces muy firmes y él viene representando a México con gran honor. Y eso sí yo les puedo decir que hemos hecho una muy buena selección este año. Todos van a estar muy contentos y pues, you know, you're going to see him when he comes down, you know, se va a integrar al público y eso es lo que importa, you know. So, yeah, thank you, Bean, for allowing us and for, you know, letting us share a little bit more of what Mr. Amigo is all about.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us about the Mr. Amigo Association?
Mr. Amigo Association wants to invite everyone to be part of our festivities, to please, when you see Eduardo Yanez, to give him a welcome and make him feel like he's at home.
Well, thank you very much. And I want you to realize that Mr. Amigo Association works very hard, diligently. They put on a great festivity, starting with Taste of la Frontera, then the opening ceremony at the bridge, then the award banquet on Friday nights. Come and join the Mr. Amigo Association. If not, just join us for the festivities. Thank you very much. This is Mariano Bean Ayala, your host for Welcome to Brownsville.